Today I'm going to tell you how you can get more customers, keep those customers, and grow your business without adding more salespeople or spending a single dollar more on marketing. Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm an established business person and experienced business strategy lecturer. I learned some time ago though that your accomplishments are far less important than your journey. I made a YouTube channel to share what I've learned on my journey and give the advice that I wish someone could have given me along the way. So this content is for career professionals looking to make an impact in their career. I also have some ideas for those who might be feeling a bit lost and need some help finding your way. I make content for career professionals who want to start a business or want to succeed in the business they've already started and be a great entrepreneur. I also like making business strategy videos for those of you that just want to be experts in business. So if this sounds like a good fit for you, then please subscribe to the channel and join my community of people that have a growth mindset. In today's video, we explore the idea of establishing a business with a reputation of trust. I will then share 6 practical steps on how trust can be built and a trust reputation can be established as an organization. Lastly, and most importantly, I will explain how establishing trust results in more customers and a business that keeps growing. So let's get into it. So how do you have a business with a great reputation? Lots of people will give you millions of different ideas. They'll say you need digital marketing, or you need one of a million things that are being discussed on social media or being advertised or being thrown at you. But at the end of the day, I think those things have a place. But at the heart of the issue, if you want to have a great business, you need to establish trust in your market. So what is trust in a business context and why is it important? Well, let's take it down to the personal level, right? If you are trusted as an individual, people tend to empower you to be able to do more things. And with empowerment, you get the opportunity to prove yourself even more. And then what tends to happen is you get trusted even more. So where initially you were empowered to do things, as you prove yourself doing that, eventually you get trusted with confidential information and you get taken into confidence by others. That is a sign, a sure tell sign, that you have earned and established and built trust with other people, with other individuals. And when you have a company that is loaded full of trustworthy people, then naturally you're going to have a trustworthy company, a company that has got a strong reputation for being trustworthy, have a high level of integrity, and this is something that will have an impact, a positive impact on your business's reputation. And a trustworthy reputation in business is actually a source of business value, because your customers, if they trust you, will stick with you even if you have a slightly higher price, for example. That trust will earn loyalty and longevity in your customer relationships. With your suppliers, you will be able to get favors and special treatments. I'm not talking about anything unethical. I'm talking more about suppliers that will pull out all the stops for you because they know that they can depend on you and you're an honest business with good integrity. Also, mutual trust between management and employees is very, very important because you will have low staff turnover and a high level of commitment. And this will filter right through to the core of your organization and flow out towards your customers and to your suppliers. So you might be thinking, wow, Matthew, this sounds great in principle. I would love to have a trusted business, but how do I go about establishing trust with my customers, with my suppliers, with my shareholders, with all the important stakeholders in my business? What can I do to build my reputation as a trustworthy business? The first response I would have to this is that it starts from within. Okay, so you as an individual or a business owner or a leader of a business, you need to be a trustworthy person. You need to associate with people that you trust and that can be trusted. And from there, that will set the tone for the culture of your business and the culture of your organization, and will flow through to the individuals that are engaging with your customers, your suppliers, and your various stakeholders. It'll therefore become a part of your organization's culture, and very, very strongly linked to your organization's culture will come the reputation of your business. So with that, I've got some general tips if you want to start building trust and establishing a relationship as a strong, trustworthy business and brand for your organization. The first one of these is to be realistic. It is very, very common for people in business in general to overpromise and underdeliver. I think people that are realistic, in touch with what is actually reasonable and can happen, tend to be seen as sensible, rational beings, and customers would prefer to work with people that don't promise the earth, but prefer to work with people that can keep their word. And if they commit to doing something, then more often than not, they will deliver. The second tip I have for this is to control expectations. It is much better to communicate an intention than to commit to a rock hard plan, particularly when that plan has a number of variables that are beyond your control as an organization. So to communicate saying, this is the plan, this is what the plan is contingent upon, and I will communicate with you through every step of the plan so that you know where we are and you know what to expect. Customers will really appreciate that proactive communication style. They will really feel informed and that you care and that you're taking the due care in doing the very best job, whether it's delivery of service or a product that you possibly can deliver. The third piece of advice I would suggest is to empathize. Now, you would have seen on my channel before, I've got a number of emotional intelligence videos. And one of the key components of emotional intelligence is empathy. What I'm talking about in this particular context is understand the project that you're doing or whatever service or product you're delivering to your customer from their perspective. Understand your fit. So if you are supplying boxes to a customer and your order of boxes is late, it potentially holds up your customer's ability to package their goods and fulfill the orders to their customers. So you need to empathize by understanding the impact of any potential or prospective failure in your delivery of your service with your customers. It is very important because then it shows that you've taken the time and the energy to understand your part in the value chain. And that will build a reputation of a customer that cares and is dedicated to fulfilling a key role to its best of its ability within the context of the supply chain. And that is something, believe it or not, that your customers will start to value over time. The next one I would suggest is to absorb pressure and return reassurance. It is very common for your customers to get upset, to get emotional, to put pressure on you when the pressure is on. You have one of two options here. You can respond in kind, and that will, I think, over time deteriorate trust, or you can absorb that pressure and respond unemotionally with reassurance. Say, I know you're feeling the pressure. I know this is important. I understand why this is significant. Don't worry, we're on it. We will get it done in time. Don't stress, we've got a plan. We also have a plan B. It will be done. Calm down, it's all good. I wouldn't maybe use calm down, it's all good, but I think you get the message. The next one, another EQ tip, be patient. It will take time for you to establish a trust relationship with your customers. Think of it as a bank account, all right? So you don't become rich when you put your first deposit in the bank. You need to continuously deposit all the time and make bigger deposits as time goes on. And eventually what you would do is you build up what I like to call an emotional reserve. You've got a huge reserve of emotional deposits in the mind of your customers. And that will eventually have them associated with, well, they've delivered on this enough times, or they've done this enough times for me to now link them with the emotion they are trustworthy, because I can depend on what they say and I can depend on what they do. So it won't happen overnight. You need to be patient, but it's definitely worth the investment. And I suppose that very eloquently leads into my final piece of advice, which is to be consistent. You know, the service provider that you are needs to just, I love this expression, but you need to show up, right? So you cannot be good, on the money, delivering in line with your customers' expectations on one day, and the next day you're just totally rotten, you're over-promising, you're under-delivering. I think the cornerstone, and probably the most important of all these tips, is to be consistent, because then you become a banker, somebody that your customer sees as dependable, somebody that can bank on to always deliver. Then you are entrenched. That trustworthiness and that reputation that you deliver is entrenched in the mind of your customers. Then you have a customer for life. Let me know in the comments if you found this advice on building trust helpful. If you think trust is the key to having a great brand and business reputation, I'll be putting out more content on business, career coaching, entrepreneurship, a couple of videos every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.